Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you all the books that I'd like to read this fall. So fall is a really good reading month or like season for me because I feel like once the nights started getting longer and it's getting darker longer outside, I feel like that is like the perfect time to read if you have a cup of tea and it's dark and gloomy outside. Like that is like ideal reading settings for me. So I have 5 books here that I'm really excited to pick up this fall. One of them is actually a reread, which I'm really excited about. The other one's kind of continuation of a series, and then the other ones are new releases coming out this season. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So starting out with the new releases, I first have The Shape of Night by Tess Gerritsen, and I believe this comes out October 1st. And when it comes to Tess Gerritsen books, I like to know nothing about the plot going into it. I just read into it, so I'm not gonna discuss the plot for this one, but basically I get the sense that this is like a paranormal thriller mystery book, so I'm really excited. Tess Gerritsen wrote one of my all-time favorite series, the Recieve and I series, and this is her foray into this kind of new genre, so I'm very interested to see how this one goes. And then the next new release is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, so I'm going to quickly read the synopsis here. I thought it was interesting. So Galaxy Alex Stern is the most unlikely member of Yale's freshman class. Raised in the Los Angeles hinterlands by a hippie mom, Alex dropped out of school early and into a world of shady drug dealer boyfriends, dead-end jobs, and much, much worse. In fact, at age 20, she is the sole survivor of a horrific unsolved multiple homicide. Some might say she threw her life away, but at her hospital bed, Alex is offered a second chance to attend one of the world's most prestigious universities on a full ride. What's the catch and why her? Still searching for answers, Alex arrives in New Haven, tasked by her mysterious benefactors with monitoring the activities of Yale's secret societies. Their 8 windowless tombs are the well-known haunts of the rich and powerful, from high-ranking politicals to Wall Street's biggest players. But their occult activities are more sinister and more extraordinary than any paranoid imagination might conceive. They tamper with forbidden magic, they raise the dead, and sometimes they prey on the living. I think this one is perfect to read in like around Halloween time. So this one comes out in October and I'm really excited for it. I think it'll be interesting because I have read the Grisha trilogy and then I read Six of Crows, but that one wasn't my favorite, so I'll be interested to see how I feel about this one. I feel like the plot is actually something that I'm really interested in, so I feel like this will be the perfect time to read, perfect book to read around Halloween. And the next new release that comes out in November is Supernova, and this is the 3rd book in the Renegades trilogy series. I'm not really sure, by Marissa, Meyer, and I've read the first 2 books and I really enjoyed them. So basically the premise of this, it takes place in our society where these people, it's kind of like the Incredibles, have these superpowers, and there was kind of this civil war amongst people with these superpower abilities, and there was like the renegades and then like kind of the people that won, and so they're kind of very clashed on how they think people with superpowers should be, like their influence in society. And so one girl named Nova actually infiltrates the enemy and it kind of takes off from there. And I really like this. If you're a fan of The Incredibles, I think you'll like this. It's fun. And what I really like about Marissa Meyer's writing with even like the Lunar Chronicles or Heartless is that she's very good at the dialogue, and I think in this one too that's where it really shines, and it's just really unique and fun. And it's a very creative read, which I really enjoy as well, so I'm really excited for this one to come out in November. So moving on to the books that I do actually own, this is one that I've been wanting to reread for a while, and I've been doing like series marathoning, where I just read all of the published works of a series, and I think I really enjoyed that actually, so I kind of want to continue that with a series that I read in high school but haven't picked up since, and it's been long enough where I won't remember a lot of the details, but I really want to read the Gemma Doyle trilogy by Libba, Bray, the first being A Great and Terrible Beauty. I love this. I read this in grade 10 and I was obsessed with it. So I read Harry Potter for the first time in grade 9, and then I read this in grade 10. I was like, this is like a female version of Harry Potter. It has a Victorian setting, so this girl gets shipped off to boarding school after her mother mysteriously dies, and she finds out that she has these kind of supernatural abilities, so that kind of escalate from there. But yeah, I remember loving the setting in this, and yeah, it's also relatively short compared to some of the books I've been reading now. So I'm really excited about this, and definitely one I will be marathoning through this fall. And then this is another series that I want to marathon through. I think I'm looking at my shelf now. I own 3 more books in this series. I know there's a lot more out. These are the ones that I just currently own at the moment, and it is the Inspector Gamache series by Louise Penny, and I've read the first 2, and then this is the 3rd one. The Brutal Telling. So basically these follow a detective or Inspector Gamache, who is a detective in Quebec, and then he always the storylines cross paths with Three Pines, which is like almost like a Stars Hollow in Quebec. And what I really like about this is because I am Canadian, there's little Canadian tidbits in here that you wouldn't get if you weren't from Canada or if you weren't familiar with like Canadian things. So I really like that as well, and I really like these ones. They're very twisted, and I love the Three Pines setting, which I think is really funny. Actually, this was a used book, and I just found someone's drug. I think this is for diabetes. Their little reminder card. That's not good. But yeah, I like these because they're a little different, and I love the Three Pines setting, like that small town. Like I have a perfect picture of it in my mind. I'm like, that's where I want to live. Like that type of town, and I think it's really cute. So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what some of the books you will be reading this fall are and all that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.